Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be me showing you how I do my everyday makeup. It's pretty basic and straightforward. It's really good for beginners, or if you guys just need some tips and tricks and some new ideas on how to do your makeup. So first I'm going to prime my face, and I have this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I absolutely love this. I have the mini one because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I really enjoy it. It's so smooth and silky on the skin. It really kind of fills in your pores nicely, it smooths out fine lines, and just gives a really good base for your foundation to stick to. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I absolutely love this, you guys. I wear it in the shade Caramel. It comes with a little spatula, and I like it for everyday use because it just looks so natural. It really looks like your skin. The shade match for me is amazing, and it's just so long wearing. It just looks so good on the skin. I really enjoy it. So I'm just going to blend it out with my Y6 brush. This foundation blends out so quickly and easily and looks so nice. I just scratched my face, so I have a red spot right there, but it's very buildable. I like my foundation coverage kind of more light and medium, so this is perfect for me, and I just love the finish. It's very, it's kind of matte, but it's very natural looking. So I don't use concealer. I don't know, I just don't really reach for it that often, even though I have found a lot of concealers that are great. They're not my go-to thing. I set my under eyes with a more brightening powder. So I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in Naturally Neutral. I really love this. It just comes off like this. It can be a little bit messy, and it has a huge, nice big sifter in there as I spill it all over myself. So I'll just take some product on a back of a kind of tapered brush and just go back and forth like this. Now you want to really look up and go back and forth so the powder gets in all of those little creases, and it just looks very airbrushed and very pretty. One thing I do have to say about this powder is that it really has a strong scent. Now, I don't really mind scents and stuff, but this kind of lingers for a little bit. It smells like a very strong kind of baby powder type of thing. So that does kind of bother me, but the powder is so good that I'm going to keep using it. Now I'm going to take a bigger, fluffier brush and just kind of pat around my whole face just to set that foundation in, and then just wipe away any excess powder from under my eyes so it doesn't look too cakey and powdery. Now I'll do my eyebrows, and I just take a spoolie like this and kind of run it through my eyebrow hairs. And then I will go in with a little bit of Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in Deep Brown by Maybelline. I really like this. I don't really fill in my brows too much most of the time, so it has this nice ball kind of thingy applicator, and it just sculpts them very nicely with adding just a little bit of color. Now I'm going to contour my face a little bit with a little bit of bronzer. Now I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Holy crap, you guys. This is my absolute favorite. Oh my god, it smells so good, first of all. And it just works so good. I have tried many bronzers, and I just don't find anything like this. It blends out so nice and easily. The pigment is great. It's definitely buildable. It's never patchy, and the color is just amazing. Now I'm just going to go up here and just kind of blend it. And it just looks so natural and beautiful. And then I'll put a tiny bit down here. You don't want to overdo it because it can make you look like you have kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow. Now with whatever leftover product that is on this brush, I will just lightly go like this and just slightly contour the nose just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. I don't wear blush on a daily basis, so we're going to skip that and we're going to go right to highlight. This is something that I wear every single day, no matter what. And for everyday makeup, I won't use like a blinding glow, except for most of the time it ends up like that because I love highlighters so much that I'm just like, oh my god, I just keep packing it on, and then, you know, I'm as reflective as the sun. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Golden Flower Crown. Now I also have the shade Precious Petals, but I really like this more goldy shade. Do you see how beautiful that is? And then again, what is left on the brush, I will just kind of go on my forehead a little bit and down the nose, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing some weird sounds in the background. It's my dog laying and rolling around on my bed and being crazy. Now, a lot of the time I won't even bother wearing eyeshadow on like a daily basis, but sometimes I'll just reach for like 1 or 2 very neutral colors just to, you know, lighten up my eye just a little bit, because my eyeballs look like they're black. They're not. They're just really, really, really dark brown. So I'm gonna go into this e.l.f. palette, and it's called the Mad for Matte. These colors are so, so beautiful. All you need for this is kind of like a fluffy blending brush. Just gonna take this color right here and mix it with this darker color, and just always remember to tap off the excess, and I will just run this all over my lid, concentrating it more on the outside and trying not to bring it too high. Remember, you guys, blending is key. The more you blend and just kind of, you know, buff everything out, the better your eye look will look. And just to soften up these edges just a little bit, I'm going to go into this color just a tiny, tiny bit and just go around the edges and kind of blur and soften those lines so nothing looks harsh and weird. Like, no joke, you guys, I can still smell the Coty Airspun powder, and honestly it gives me a slight headache. It does go away though. So now for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the NYX retractable eyeliner in black. The eyeliner does tend to transfer upward and smudge and look gross, so I'll just take like a little kind of brush like this and tap into a tiny bit of Coty Airspun or whatever kind of loose powder and just literally go over it and just kind of set it. As much as I love the NYX eyeliner, because it's so creamy and smooth, it's kind of like a catch-22 because it like goes on so nice, but then my monolid type of creasy thing just makes it very, very messy. Now sometimes I will run a little bit of the same eyeliner under the lower lash line really close to the waterline, but it's really hot right now and it just tends to smudge a little bit more, so I don't even really bother with it. I'm going to curl my lashes. Why I even do this? Because they don't hold a curl at all. I don't know, but it makes me feel better, so I do it anyways. My eyelashes really don't hold a curl at all. I will do one eye first, because if I do both, then the second one I go into, it's just completely flat again and it's very frustrating. So I'm just taking the Lash Paradise mascara by L'Oreal and just going in. I will do a good 2 or 3 coats of this. You just want to make sure that you let each layer mostly dry in between so it doesn't get clumpy and gross and just blech. And I always set my makeup with a setting spray. Now I usually do this before I put mascara on, but I forgot. So I'm going to be using the Milani Make It Last. I really like this one. It's the mini one. Again, I really like buying minis because if I don't like the product, I'm not spending as much money, and then I feel like I'm not wasting as much product. So I'm just really going to spritz my face and hope that my mascara doesn't end up on the rest of my face. And then you can see all like the little water droplets. I need to get a new one of those because it's almost empty and it just looks weird now. But I will just take a velour puff kind of thing or my beauty blender and just pat that into my skin. That way you don't have all those like little water droplets all over your skin, and also it just helps smooth everything out and give it just like a nice like airbrushed finish so you don't look too powdery, and it really just helps lock in your makeup all day long. And then I just throw on some chapstick. I really like this one from Baby Lips. It has SPF 20 in it, so I love it. So this is basically it. This is what I wear on a daily basis. You know, I love natural makeup looks because they're so versatile, and just makeup in general. If you're trying to achieve this kind of look, obviously you can add more colors, you can leave the eyeshadow part out altogether, you know, you can use a different colored liner, you can, you know, really play around with it and make it like very you. Now this is just my natural everyday go-to makeup, and sometimes I won't even wear eyeliner. Sometimes I'll just throw on some eyeshadow and some mascara and forget out the eyeliner, and sometimes I'll just, you know, fill in my brows a little more. Sometimes I'll go really heavy with the highlighter, which is almost every day. Sometimes I'll wear, you know, a gloss or a nude lip. It really all just depends on your mood and what you're going for. But I hoped that you liked this tutorial. If you want to see more kind of tutorials and, you know, how I do my makeup and tips and tricks, that would be awesome. Please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.